indeed Liari Brawler and Scyther in the goal box. That was his original role before he became an absolutely amazing brawler. He was a goalie once.
Nowhere is no. And you'll get to know now if you haven't. Here's time for some education. We'll have to see. Bunn Bunn Bonanza is able to come out on top with this sort of mix-up. I am very excited for this match.
It's going to be a bit of a goofy game, though, because that's a midfield fini for Lilybun. Not a pick you see too often. It can struggle a lot versus picks like the Asher, but it's similar to the Now in that you do have a great primary for winning those interactions. Liari on the Juliet, I think, played almost exclusively Juliet when I ran into her in solo queue, so that's a character that I think she is very comfortable with, and they're playing the corner so well. Lilybun set up the triple take, and they just had 3 million tries at the goal until they got the barrier. But speaking of barriers, they own barrier on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Showtime doesn't even need a try. They get it done with no attempts, and the Tofu Fortress just unfortunately phasing through the core there as Showtime's able to get this first point. But like you mentioned, this is something we usually see from Bunn Bunn Bonanza, so we're either in for a treat or this might turn out fairly unfortunate.
It's going to be tough. Lilybun has her work cut out for her in the midfield because Xianzhu is a legendary midfielder for a reason. On the Now, the pick that he made his name on, it's going to be a tough ask as Joker flips it out of the Flame Flurry from Liari, secures the goal, and Showtime are not here for this. They see the roll swap, they're like business as usual.
Yeah, they want to return back to business as usual. They want a much more difficult fight. We do see, of course, all 6 players opting for a Knife's Edge. So around the corners where a lot of these players are going to be a threat, you'll notice the core consistently finding its mark as all these players are able to catch up. Lilybun looking for something. Xianzhu does have the core flip. Barcode uses his. Lilybun trying to find something. Liari is such low HP though, staggered in the corner, just trying to survive. Finds the punch, has to burn flip for the orb. A rather unfortunate trade there, but one that has to be made for Liari to stay alive.
Bit of a weird spot now for Liari and Lilybun. They're just low enough that it's uncomfortable to play in the midfield, especially with how Barcode is putting on a lot of chip damage, and that's a primary flip by Xianzhu to take out the brawler of Bunn Bunn Bonanza. Liari off the map for a while longer, but Lilybun and Scyther both have a ton of energy, so this defense should be pretty comfortable here, flipping it away, but that Now mine is so scary. Scyther still gets the strike war. The goalie instincts coming in, and Lilybun, what a flip for the barrier.
Yeah, gorgeous angle, unfortunately taken away right after that, but Liari does have the 1v1. Barcode, stone cold killer, just sitting there watching, and unfortunately Scyther the wrong direction on that summer assault means the Joker gets the barrier for free. But now it's Liari. Strike shot not quite finding its mark. But the Joker at any moment can do the unthinkable, which is honestly pretty thinkable when you know the Joker. Oh, and the strike war win from Liari. So unfortunate there off that center drum. Able to find its mark and just force the ego challenge the net. Bunn Bunn Bonanza gets on the board.
That might have been the unthinkable. That pass backwards was a little bit devious, and these bounces off the center have been a little hard to track for both teams so far this game. But that pass splitter does open up a good barrier for Joker, who's looking for another strike war here, but Lilybun does manage to clear it away. And an amazing kill by the Joker, too, just a raw primary. And Xianzhu with the passing plays as well. It's getting to be in a bit of a tough spot for Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
That's right, and we're starting to see the level difference set into place. Liari stuck on level 2, hopefully might level up soon. Lilybun still halfway through 3 as the Joker and Xianzhu a full level up right now. This is scary for the damage. We've seen the Joker able to find these kills so easily. There we go, one barrier falling for the side of Showtime. The Joker now has the opportunity again. So much core control coming out from them. Is now the flip, tries to find its mark. A beautiful ult from Lilybun secures that second barrier, and we're all tied up.
Bit of a tough spot though, as another flip by Joker finds its way into the bottom corner. A great aim shot means that Showtime finish off this first set. They're the ones who continue to move forward in this draft, and with Asher being first pick, that's a really scary situation to look out for. Has plenty of great awakenings on the board here. There's so many ways this draft could go. The creations are both available for now. The Rampage is available. A single Spark's available for later scaling. There's so much power on the board right now as Monumentalist does fall down to Lilybun. Maybe a win condition if it could be found on the barriers, but Rampage in perfect form on the two forwards of Joker and Shianzu is really scary to deal with as 1-2 punch is taken by Barcode. Not just to deny, it's a pretty good goalie awakening too, especially when on Atlas you can primary strike, you can strike primary whatever, or maybe even just strike twice and get the benefit of additional core speed. And of course with the team player on the other side, you're really trying to keep up in that core speed as well.
That's right. Of course, team player, such an amazing awakening for goalies. I feel like it was the way Audi intended. Now we are trying to stuff this through. The defense is so strong from Showtime. As look at this knife's edge pressure in the corner. Everyone's moving so quick. It's so hard to gauge when you should strike when there's so many bodies on the core. You see an unfortunate secondary there from Barcode. Almost sends it into their own corner. Really fun. Looking to get it through. Scyther does manage to keep this alive though.
Yeah, it's an awkward spot still. They can't get a good clear out. They can't get a clean clear, and Joker baits out the flip. Lilybun incredibly low. Finds the clear for now, but Scyther does not have meter as well. Needs to be so careful on the defense. The Tofu Fortress will be just enough as Liari sends it to the other side. Trying to find a flip, trying to find something as the team player is now activated. The Monumentalist on the big finish taking up so much space, and they get it out of there, but Lilybun is still a target to be KO'd as Joker. Triple take does nothing to his health bar, trying to find a shot to the top side, blocked away by the log of Scyther, but again Shianzu takes it forward. Scyther reads down, and Showtime are in full control of the midfield.
That's right. I would go to school if the Joker was my geometry teacher. We see so many times the core flip just flip to the perfect angle, always bouncing off one thing before it takes the barrier. It's ridiculous. So I think these core flips coming out from the Joker are just so huge. And, you know, speaking of huge, slowly but surely building up these Rampage stacks combined with the magnetized souls is just proving to be such a problem for Scyther right now.
Yeah, trying to Tofu Fortress it out, but it hits the back of the Tofu Fortress instead. Contacts the barrier, and Joker to the bottom side now, looking for another crazy angle, but Lilybun has covered it this time. Liari trying to keep the core up with the help of the triple take, but another great angle from Joker mixes up Scyther for yet another goal for Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime's looking strong right now, and they're showing why they're 1-1 in this season, trying to make it 2-1, as they've had difficult games all throughout. We'll have to see if Bunn Bunn Bonanza is able to get through, and within 5 seconds, the Joker has the core in between the barriers, taking them both. There's so much pressure, just explosive coming out from Showtime.
Passing plays are incredible. This time, Lilybun and Liari need to find one of their own, but the matchup into the now doesn't feel too good, especially when Shianzu just pulls the trigger, finds the shot. Another KO by Joker. It's like history repeating itself. I'm feeling deja vu because both players on Showtime found a KO the same way. Scyther saving it for a moment, but still in such a dangerous spot because the net is open. The big finish sends it backwards, and Lilybun an amazing bounce for a clear away, but they're so far behind right now.
They sure are, and the energy advantage is all gone. And the Joker just puts it through the top, doesn't even care about the log, and yet another, well, this time a 3-0 in this set. Showtime is looking on top right now, and we'll have to see what the awakenings are to even further that gap.
Yeah, now it gets even scarier because Egoist is available. Missile prop, though, a little bit of a possibility here perhaps for Scyther to get some more midfield pressure on Taiko Temple. But Hotshot as well, something that could be a choice. Trying to get more cooldown, trying to get more core speed. Core speed could be the name of the game, especially with the team player already on board. And Missile Prop is a great awakening for the Finny after all, but that's an Egoist now for Shianzu. And another Spark falling down as well. Explosive entrance. Liari trying to find anything here. Maybe the dash range will be the difference maker. Leo Leon looked very solid with it earlier on, but it's going to be difficult.
Sure is. There's a mountain to climb, and that mountain is named Showtime. Bunn Bunn Bonanza trying to get the core past. Liari on such low HP already has to retreat to get the orb, and thankfully is able to dodge out that ability from the Joker. But Liari in the mix, trying to find something, but Shianzu is just too quick, able to get up there and deny any chance of striking it to keep all that pressure. And there we see it into the now primary. This is so dangerous, and look at this. The Joker just runs through and stuffs it.
Yeah, it's getting really difficult because the scaling has come in. And I'm not sure what they can do to really mitigate it here, because a pick like Fanny just doesn't have the tools in the midfield, the immediate tools, compared to Now, who has all the immediate tools in the world, and Joker is playing a little bit of midfield himself a lot of the time as well, making it difficult for the core to ever get to Liari in a good spot, while Barcode is the one doing so much damage. Liari already staggered, 2 barriers taken.
Yeah, the Joker doing such a good job of finding these double barriers off these single plays. And all the Finny abilities in the world might not be able to stop this one, as Liari almost taken off the map, not even staggered, just taking pure knockback as the flip comes out, immediately blocked away by Xianzu. Liari on low HP has the flip, gets it before Barcode, but it doesn't matter. Somehow Barcode able to keep both of these barriers alive. This is a ridiculous defense from Showtime right now, and I don't see how Bunn Bunn Bonanza can break through.
It's going to be difficult trying to find a way through, but Barcode is so on point on the defense, and of course has not had to really be miserable on the defense too much, because Xianzu and Joker have kept it up for most of the game. But maybe this is the exception. Maybe this is Bunn Bunn finding an offensive play if Lilybun can get it past Xianzu here. But Xianzu makes sure it does not get past the midfield line, draws a line in the dirt as Liari trying to find a flick, but accidentally hits it up. Xianzu now with the run in flip, and Showtime 1 goal away.
Yeah, this is heartbreaking if you're a Bunn Bunn Bonanza fan. It's so difficult to deal with. I mean, look at just the level advantage. Xianzu level 9 versus Liari on 5. We're seeing a 4-level gap as the Joker gets yet another barrier. Potentially the nail in the coffin for game number 1. And I think, as you mentioned earlier, this team has their work cut out for them. They just have to keep things alive, and the Joker closes out game number 1. We'll have to see how they switch things up when we go to AtLab.
That's a tough one. Scyther had the strikes, but a lot of the positioning, I think, was a little bit lacking. Of course, he has had quite the departure from the goalie role, so can't fault him too much. The ROLESWAP experiment not panning out too well for Bunn Bunn. So I think they might go back to their current roles the next game. Not the worst performance, but definitely not the greatest.
Yeah, hard to deal with, especially on a map like Taiko Temple, where things can just change so quickly with those drums. We saw it happen very, very, very frequently, where the Joker is just able to get a double barrier, able to core flip and throw it into the corner and get at least one. You know, when people say, I got my one, that's the Joker during game number 1. So Atlas's lab, you know, we might see Lilybun return to the net. Might see Scyther on that Zentaro or something else. Familiar pick, potentially, to try to take game number 2 and even up this series. We'll have to see what happens.
Yep. They're headed on to the next map, Atlas Lab. And we really have to reserve any commentary on the next game until we know what position the players are going. It's a little bit dependent on that. So I guess any big takeaways from this game? I do think the pick ban was a little bit confusing this game, because of Bunn Bunn banned away the Mako, which is a very strong pick, but is it worth it when Xianzu and Joker and Barcode are all on comfort? Like, that was Asher, now Atlas, for Joker, Xianzu, Barcode.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I mean, clearly they were familiar with that comp, familiar with the map. Of course, you know, that was Showtime's map. Whether that means it should have been a 3-0, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we will have to see if the roles swap up and if Bunn Bunn Bonanza goes back to something that feels comfortable for them. I think that's going to really be the difference maker, and whether or not they're able to just wipe game number 1 away, just completely write that off, come into this fresh mindset, lock in, and we'll see if they're able to take it. As we get into the draft here, it looks like starting Awakening is going to be Prize Fighter Big Fish, which I imagine we will see a lot of large characters now.
Yeah, perhaps. And that does mean that there is a potential for the KO, right? Atlas Lab, a pretty damage-heavy map, and Prize Fighter, one of the 4 most damage Awakenings at Showtime on the blue side. Make sure that Scyther does not get any hint of anything resembling Erasmus, if that is the positioning that is gone for here. And an immediate first pick on the Atlas, really keeping Barcode on the goalie comfort.
That's right. We do see the Mako ban coming out as well. Just not a character you want to deal with, boosting both the forward and midfielder directly into you to deal a lot of damage. So fair enough for that ban. We also, from Bunn Bunn Bonanza, we see the Aimi Kazan pick coming out, which is very interesting. Of course, two characters extremely strong on this map, very mobile and just able to get the job done.
Yep. And that does make me very confident in Showtime's composition in particular. On the other hand, Bunn Bunn Bonanza, not quite sure what to think because this is a little bit wild. Aimi, Luna, and Kazan here. Whoa.
Chills. Yeah, I'm gonna let them cook. I am going to let them cook, and we'll have to see. Are they able to deal the damage? I mean, this is a very damage heavy comp, right? Just pick prize fighter, just hit dump all of your utility onto a single person that doesn't have any energy, and we'll have to see what happens, right? I mean, will the Atlas from Showtime be able to stop the onslaught that we might see if Bunn Bunn Bonanza gets these prize fighter stacks?
And it looks like Scyther is still in the goalie position. We'll see which goalie character is picked up for Scyther here. I think people are predicting the Luna. That may be the case. Going to be interesting on Atlas Lab because that composition does have a lot of damage pressure with the Aimi and the Luna. Two of the best characters at racking up damage in the game, and of course Kazan can do a lot of core control in the enemy box as well. Pretty adept at dealing with an Atlas in an open net if they can get to that state. Showtime's composition, very standard in comparison, so Bunn Bunn's just going to have to pull out something exceptional here.
That's right, and we see 6 large fishes. Looking like a market here. We do see the eject button on Scyther, so do be prepared for a lot of offensive pressure coming out from the side of Bunn Bunn Bonanza. We'll have to see if the core control will work out, or if Showtime are going to be able to overrun and put too much pressure on Scyther 12 as Luna.
That's what the Kai and Juliet can do if given the opportunity, but it depends on their core control. Right now, Lilybun and Liari are keeping it controlled in the top corner, and they're looking a lot more comfortable on this map as the brawler midfield duo. Liari pulling the core away. So much damage onto Xianzu, and Bunn Bunn Bonanza are looking very online right now.
That's right, but don't count out the Showtime offense. We've seen what they're capable of and how quickly they're able to take these barriers. One wrong pass, and you might find the Joker in your net taking both your barriers here. As we see Liari now. Beautiful evade. Dodging the dash. Might be able to pick up that orb, and sure does. If that all is able to fly through. Lilybun not using the flip just yet. There's one barrier down. And the missed punch from the Joker will keep that alive for a little bit longer. Barely able to find that off the corner.
Oh, Joker's in position, that dash punch, and that's the weakness of the Luna goalie. One mistake and the kingdom comes crumbling down for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. But I think that point gives me high hopes for later on in the game because they had control for most of it. They just couldn't quite secure the goal, and that means that they have the capability to really contend in this game.
That's right, and a beautiful double barrier off the Aimi turret there, and the core flip KO. The net is open. Lilybun just has to click in, 80% of the net would be good there. So there we go. I mean, Bunn Bunn Bonanza on the board now, 1-1, looking strong. I'm excited to see how the rest of this game plays out.
Absolutely, but that does mean that Scyther and Lilybun are incredibly low on the meter department. Joker is going to find a crazy play here, going for the top area this time, looking for both, if possible, and Xianzu finds the follow-up strike. Lilybun trying to sneak the core to the top side, and Liari will follow up for the bottom barrier, but Joker is flip. It's a tough situation.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be. Now both forward and midfielder for Showtime have this core flip. Xianzu doesn't have to use it on defense. The Joker uses it to kill. Thankfully, for Bunn Bunn Bonanza, it's not in the net just yet. But the Giga will secure that goal. And Xianzu doesn't even need to use the core flip. Still has it now to potentially go for a double barrier or even a KO.
Yeah, that meter advantage continues for Showtime as Barcode is built up nearly a flip as well. And that goalie core flip is going to be so important for defending here. The Atlas already a wall, but combined with that ability is going to be so hard to get through. But the top barrier will indeed go down if Liari can maintain possession in this top corner and get some cooldowns back. That could be huge. As Scyther 12 dashes forward, pretty risky because Joker is there looking for a dash punch onto the barrier now, following up with the Flame Flurry, trying to get both barriers, but Scyther is there with the flip, looking warmed up on the goalie well and truly. But Liari is a little bit staggered, a little bit in a little bit of a dangerous position.
Yeah, this is scary now. Of course, all the pressure mounting towards this bottom barrier, and Liari does not want to be standing there. You can see she immediately loses so much health, almost dies off the core flip, and a beautiful angle. Somehow, Scyther gets a piece of it before that one ends up in the net. And the Crater dash combo to secure that bottom barrier. Things are potentially looking up for Bunn Bunn Bonanza, but so is the core in the net, and Showtime takes set number 1. That being said, I think the Awakenings here can play a huge part in the rest of the game because Bunn Bunn Bonanza is still looking strong.
Yeah, they were so close to converting on that point too. They just ran out of gas at the very end. The no dash cooldown on Luna, and that pass being so good from the side of Showtime. Looking at the draft though, it's also looking Showtime, as Fight or Flight being the first pick means that Shianzu has so much presence in the map. Of course, the build different pickup is good for the Aimi, but there's not any crazy Awakenings later on, right? So many things being taken away. Missile Prop denied away as well. Spark of Focus, a scaling option for Bunn Bunn, but the question is, can they get to the late game to scale? Because Showtime have the power to win now.
That's true, and that's what you have to look out for. I mean, we see the pressure coming out already from the side of Bunn Bunn Bonanza. One barrier falls, but this is where it's scary. We see this sort of triangle Shianzu and the Joker are forming. You can see the passing lane, and it is not where you want to be. Liari trying to find this now. The Aimi turret up top almost secures that goal. Juliet all forcing things out. It's a nice save from Scyther. Keeps both these barriers alive. Liari in the top corner. The strike shot from Barcode. Not enough, as Liari has the strike cooldown and is able to shoot that one through. Bunn Bunn Bonanza off to a little bit of a good start here.
Yep, and especially because they are pretty even in the meter department. Last set, they fell behind pretty significantly, and here they can contend a lot more with the core flips. But Joker, not slowing down for anyone here, is continuing to push the core into the top corner. Shianzu with a barrage being so effective against this composition because both Aimi and Luna are lacking in the multi-hits. Liari, though, making sure that the core does stay up for a moment, and Lilybun has built up a flip. Maybe a big opportunity if they can get some damage on Joker, but Joker is just healing up.
Yeah, Shianzu so fast, though, and look at the Joker looking for the dash. The flip coming out, and the barrage almost securing it. But Lilybun was there, had the read early, and was able to keep this defense alive, as Showtime still has both barriers for now. Liari able to take one off the bottom. The center does come up, and the flick from the Joker. The dash into the shot in the bottom corner is beautiful. And Showtime gets on the board.
Yeah, and this is, again, the Luna goalie, such a glass cannon pick. Without the abilities, is helpless in the net, and that's exactly what we saw there. Joker finding the opportunities to capitalize, going for the top barrier, changing targets so efficiently, and making sure that Showtime can keep up in the offense, because this composition from Bunn Bunn Bonanza is all offense, as Shianzu takes out Lilybun with a well-placed Giga Blast, and now they're collapsing on the barrier. Joker's almost built up a flip. This goal, just a passing play required, and again, Showtime in such a good spot to win the next point as well.
That's right. It's very surprising, too, that Scyther has the confidence to lock in Luna after how that first game went. They do have potential if they're able to find these double barriers, but right now there's so many multi-hits on the side of Showtime that it's so difficult to take these.
Yeah, trying to find a little bit more here is Liari, but that flip is just stuffed away. And now with the meter not available, is a tough defense for Scyther and Lilybun as Barcode finds the vertical clear angle away from the Kazan. The Giga Blast sends it forward. All they need is one more goal as the KO is found. Scyther gets there in time and wins the strike war afterwards as well. Liari helping out on the defense. They hold, but just holding is not enough when Joker and Shianzu are collapsing, or maybe it is because the respawn's coming in and Bunn Bunn stay alive.
Yeah, but for how much longer? We see Barcode pushing up, trying to help, and the Joker finds it. Scyther just not able to get there in time. And Bunn Bunn Bonanza desperately needs some speed awakenings during the set. They're just not able to keep up with the clears from Barcode, who just cross clears it almost every time.
And with Knife's Edge coming up, they're not going to be able to keep up with Joker, because that guy's going to be both powerful and fast, and without much speed available there's no speed available in this draft for the side of Bunn Bunn Bonanza, so they'll have to make do with what exists, and that's going to be difficult because team player also goes to Shianzu. Not just the movement speed on Joker, but the core speed as well in the favor of Showtime. They are looking strong here.
That's right. That's not what you want to see if you're a Luna player, is anything that accelerates the core. Just makes all of your abilities have to be so much more precise. We'll see if Scyther's able to take advantage of this. The core already moving so quickly. First barrier falls in under 5 seconds. Now we see the turret gets one, but this second barrier is always a challenge, especially up against an Atlas and a Kai Barrage. The blink coming through. It's so close, and Liari finally able to get that second barrier here. We've seen this so many times where Bunn Bunn is able to take this first point. But will they be able to capitalize? We do not know.
On the bottom side, Joker pushing forward and earning the barrier. Liari, it's your chance. One more strike could do it, and Lilybun wins the strike war against Shianzu. This is so important for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. They have 2 sparks on Scyther and maybe some scaling later into this game. They just have to get to that late game, and this comp fully comes online, both in the damage and in every other aspect. But it's going to be really difficult to get through this set. If they can do it, though, they're in an amazing spot.
Yeah, this has potential, but we see the Joker once again able to do so much. Liari doing a great job floating around this pitch, but the Joker is just winning strike war after strike war. The core almost going in with not even a single ability. We do see 2 players on Bunn Bunn Bonanza have the core flip, but so does the Joker, who almost doesn't even need it. Scyther with a beautiful read, able to get that. The flip blocked away by the Crater into the double barrier, as now Lilybun has all the pressure in the world. Scyther just has to get it up, has to pass it to Liari, who has the flip. Looking for the crooked leverage, not quite able to find it. The flip burned away. So unfortunate. The flip coming out from Barcode, the pass not able to find its mark, and the Joker finds the dash into the flick yet again. It's devastating for Bunn Bunn Bonanza, and Showtime are able to find goals on death's door.
That's so rough, too. That's the point that Bunn Bunn needed. They needed to go up there off of the amazing Crater from Scyther, getting both barriers on the other side. And now they're in such a tough spot because Joker is building up energy by the second. The Firewall Sentry almost, but Barcode sends it away, and the KO found as well. Liari finds one. Continues to mitigate the power play, but Joker's just working on a flip. If they can find a KO here, they do. They get him into the corner, and Shianzu's taking so much damage as well. Maybe it is Bunn Bunn's chance.
That's big, and the Orb Steal not quite coming out. Shianzu's able to get it, but Scyther gets the job done. Able to find that Liari looking for the stuff, but the Joker's back on the line, and the clear is scary. The dash immediately read by the Joker. Now Shianzu has his core on the bottom. The ult coming out. The Joker finds it, but Scyther is better. Finds the save. Now Liari has to cook. Has to try and find the right opportunity. The Joker looking for the dash. The missile stops it in its tracks. The Scyther is doing incredible defense right now. The Joker's on low HP, but might have the core flip in a second, taken off the map. You just have to get it up to Liari. And there's the flight. Scyther 12 putting in miracles right now to keep this team alive and to keep them from hopefully losing, well, hopefully not for them, losing the series.
And they have so much meter available. If there's ever a chance for them to come back, it is now. But Crater sends it the other way for now, but they put so much damage onto Shianzu. If they can find the KO here quickly, that could be huge. But Shianzu, a well-timed elusive, but a strike war by Liari, pass 2, a flip by Scyther, right behind them. Liari trying to find the strike, but Barcode, a well-timed strike shot, but they take out the midfielder. No evade used by Shianzu means that Liari now has a 1v1 with the goalie. A pass back to Lilybun, trying to find an opportunity. They're trying to get into the top side, and they all collapse onto Barcode. Bunn Bunn Bonanza stay alive, and the set win is ridiculous because Scyther 12. Oh, Scyther 12 is not first pick. The spark scaling can be denied here.
That's right, but a ridiculous goal there. The power of friendship gets that one through. All three players just collapsing on the net. And we'll have to see. Perfect form on this Kazan. Could be huge here, as we've seen Liari able to just cover the entire pitch and glide around. Extra special deny, though, will make things a little bit easier on Barcode.
Yeah, Barcode would have liked that hot shot, but has to deny the spark of agility. Cannot let this Luna get out of control. But next set is also spark possibility, right? The last spark is there for Scyther. The resilience is available later on. And that hot shot is such a good awakening on the Luna as well. So Bunn Bunn Bonanza still in it for a moment. And they cleared away from Joker as well. They get the saves. Liari has so many more cooldowns to work with. It is looking good for Bunn Bunn for the moment.
That's right, and that's a lot of core speed on the side of Bunn Bunn Bonanza. We'll have to see if they're able to take advantage of this. We know the Joker is so quick, and now Shianzu has that siege machine. Oh, this barrage now becomes very scary for the Luna, who's flying around the map. The Joker looking for the punch, but a nice deny by Scyther. The defense from Bunn Bunn Bonanza is looking pretty strong right now.
If they can get the KO onto Shianzu, but the combo isn't true. Shianzu has enough frames to find the elusive out of it, and still staying alive for the moment. Bounce around the map as Joker takes a 1v2. Lilibun comes in, and they do find the barrier with all of the displacement, but the firewall sentry not enough. But Liari is on the bottom side, and Bunn Bunn Bonanza, they might have gotten the exact set they needed to have enough power to continue with this game.
That's right. You said earlier, they have to survive to scale into the late game. And that's what they're doing. They're still down one set. Oh. They have a mountain to climb in front of them. There's the flip, and Scyther burns it, but an insane strike war win by, I believe, Lilibun keeps that alive. And the Joker can't find the angle. Missing it, the barrage is scary. But two players have the core flip on Bunn Bunn Bonanza, and this core is moving.
Liari flip available, Lilibun flip available. They need to make good use of it, and Joker is lurking. Gotta watch out. The creator sends him forward, almost combos him into a scoring position, and is now in a lot of trouble here as Lilibun flips it away. Make sure Joker can't get another scoring chance, but he gets another one. Scyther's there in time. Joker taking so much damage, healed up just enough by Barcode to stay out of the staggered state, and the dash misses as well. Scyther 12 without any cooldowns now. Joker, 1 moment all it takes. It's actually Shianzu and Joker who combined for that goal.
Yeah, that barrage with the siege machine is so scary. There's so many times you can hit that, and all you need is the Joker to get one good read. And that dash punch puts the core right in the back of your net. Shianzu now, a menace in this midfield with this speed. You have to get the core moving quick, and you have to do it. There's the flip coming out. Unfortunately, Ari's teammate is off the pitch. You have to stall now to come back as the sad boys angle. Oh, a second time keeps the bottom barrier alive, but not for long enough. As the Joker hits it back. Afraid of what a pass might mean in that situation.
They're taking it really slow here. Shianzu moving up the field. They're being so patient as Joker capitalizes, finds a KO on Liari as Lilibun tries to return the favor, but not quite. Scyther with a calm clear in a tough spot, flips Joker away, but doesn't catch the core. And now another passing play, top side, a little bit off. That wouldn't have gone in the goal just there. Liari does arrive back into the play, looking for an opportunity, but Barcode still has the saves. And now Joker, the no mix-up. Scyther thought Joker was going to flick to the bottom, but Joker just sent it straight to the top side.
Showtime has incredible offensive synergy right now. Able to find these goals out of nothing. You have to be worried if you're Bunn Bunn Bonanza. You're 1 point away from having this series taken from you. And what's been such a strong comeback in Barcode somehow gets the core around that barrier. As now Bunn Bunn Bonanza almost loses 2.
Continuing to push forward here is Lilibun. Has flip available, but Joker still dribbling. Flip available for Joker in front of the barrier, but Scyther just blocks it with a simple strike. Liari sends it away, and Bunn Bunn survive with the barrier still standing. So important in a game like this. And hot shot by Scyther takes both the barriers on either team. Lilibun, so patient, not getting caught out for the moment. Liari looking for a strike roll, but Shianzu, the robot, refusing to lose right there. And Liari and Lilibun now in such a tough spot. They need to win every strike war to continue in this game, it feels like, as Scyther tries to rocket the core. Not quite there, and the dash punch. will close it out in the favor of Showtime.
And ending not with a whimper, but with a bang. Showtime takes this set 2-0, or the series 2-0 rather. And an insane performance from them. I thought surely Bunn Bunn Bonanza did such a good job trying to claw their way back in that second match. But Showtime ultimately gets the better of them. 2-1 now in our 3 weeks of NASL Season 5. There's a reason these teams are the top 10 best in Omega Strikers, and you're seeing why.
In game one, after game one, I was like, I don't trust this. Bunn Bunn are playing this for fun, and I think they're having fun. Let's be clear. But after that second game, I respect it. It was an important strategic decision that almost worked against Showtime.
That's right, and we'll have to see if it continues like that throughout the season. Of course, still a long time, still plenty of weeks to come back and really make a name for themselves. Hopefully everyone bet their bestie bucks in the chat, and that was definitely an interesting series. I believe our next series actually is Sad Boys versus Bozo Bunch, so you don't want to miss that. But Saya, do you have any thoughts about potentially what's going into that next series?
As the second ever Bozo Bunch coach, second only to KFC manager 5 minutes before me, I believe in the Bozo Bunch. They will be the better 1-1 team and take out the Sad Boys. See you after this break.